That's word because you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Welcome to this week's episode of Talking Footy. I'm your host Sean, and back from his debaucherous weekend away, the groom-to-be, who's already a groom, my man Dan.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, crazy weekend. What do you do? Crazy weekend of footy too.
Yeah.
Now we had South killing the Tigers. It was always going to happen. Knights and Broncos. Knights got up there. Warriors put the last nail of the coffin into the Raiders season there. It was massive, huge. Bulldogs and Panthers. Bulldogs got up there as well.
And disappointing for us.
The Panthers are out as well.
Yeah, well, we had them in the first half. Bulldogs were just a better team.
That's it. Manly doing it to Melbourne, like proper, which is just lovely. Love that sort of thing. Titans v Roosters. Titans with the upset of the round. Yeah. Crazy. Good on them because that's gives them one more win to try and get in the top 8 now.
Yep.
Cowboys v Sharks. Cowboys again with the important win to try and go for the top 8 again. And the blockbuster of the round, Eels versus Dragons, actually wasn't a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eels got up as well, so that'll put them still in last place.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that they stole their jerseys off little peppermint lollies. They're horrible things for Parramatta to wear. And it was great to see all 4 Parramatta fans go to the game on Monday night.
Yeah, blockbuster.
Because it's great to see that was game moved from the stadium. I mean, sure, the atmosphere of 4 people might have made it a better game.
Yeah. Hello!
Hello! Ridiculous.
Ref blows the whistle and they think they're blowing about 6 whistles because it just reverberates around the stadium.
Even the ball boys weren't watching that game. But, mate, in the news, we've got Lachlan Coote, my boy. He's now agreed to terms with the Cowboys. He's left for 3 years. Matt Bowen obviously announcing his retirement early on in the year. I'm upset, but once again, look, time's gone through. He has been quite injury prone. We're going to miss you, mate, because every time we've met him, he's been just a champion. Yeah.
Good footy player, good bloke.
Yeah. Anything else in the news, mate?
Mate, we had Ferguson, mate. It's just it goes on and on, really. What do you say? What has he been up to lately?
Don't ask him. Ask Monday and he can tell you.
Yeah, right. Like it's just adding to the embarrassment of Canberra lately, and it just what can you say, really? Enough said. Just disappointing. Disappointed the talent. It always comes through Canberra, and last season before they either go elsewhere gracefully, but more often than not go elsewhere in the back of a paddy wagon or.
We'll see if he gets. He has to spend a year out of the NRL because I don't think the NRL is going to be too happy with him, especially with Coda Nasser. I mean, difference if he becomes his manager. Different story with Sonny Bill, Blake Ferguson. Don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Todd Greenberg, the man who's been charged with fixing our game, he's in a bit of strife.
Massively.
Turns out earlier on in the year, which we all knew had happened, but they watered away that Ben Barber had smacked his missus in the mouth. Now, we're not going to delve too much into this because we don't want to talk about domestic violence in the game or whatsoever. Yep. But Todd Greenberg, he might be in a bit of strife. He should have let the NRL know.
Well, and he said he pretty much covered it up, and he was open and honest about covering it up, but at the same time he did say that no violence occurred, and obviously did. So that's where he's in the shit there.
You can't be honest about doing a cover-up.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't work. Another one, Auckland Nines has obviously been officially launched during the week. We also found out during that you have to have one of your top 5 go
in the salary cap.
12 of your top 25 rostered, and 16-man tour group to go over. So each club and everyone, so
there's talent and it's worth watching, but it also gives a lot of young blokes a chance to get on the pace and run around. So,
well, if people don't remember, a few years back, I think it was 2003. Yes, 2003. Parramatta won the World Sevens with a young bloke named Steve Witt, just killing it. He never played first grade whatsoever. His brother Michael come through, played quite well.
He did,
and then Steve went to Newcastle and did nothing again. So hopefully they do it right with the young kids coming through, and hopefully it does well over in Auckland.
Sure.
Also, what else we got, mate?
Raiders and Eels, massive tug of war over Ricky Stuarts at the moment. Raiders.
No, we suck more.
Yeah.
No, we suck more.
Shut up, you. Hey, no, we finished on more points. Oh,
Not yet.
Not yet. But massive. Their Raiders obviously struggling with Ferner being given the axe, and obviously a big coach salary cap hole to fill there, and Ricky Stuart obviously one that might turn them around and bring the golden boy home. But and Parramatta are obviously desperate to hang on to their the coach they bought for so much.
Yeah.
With so much promise, and all the promises, and getting rid of all the blokes at the end of this season might see Parramatta's fortunes turn around next year with Ricky still at the helm. If he's not, then they're in dire straits, I'd say.
I don't know about dire straits. Word is JT, former caretaker coach and former South coach Jason Taylor, has he's meant to be taking a job. It'd be good for him, be good for the club. He's at Ricky Stuart, if he does leave, which we all know he should, and he probably will. He's actually done JT a favour by getting rid of the rubbish.
Yeah.
In reality,
so now we can start clean now.
Problem is, all the players that they've spent a whole lot of money on to sign, bar William Hopewadi, all those players have a get-out clause if Ricky Stuart's not there.
Oh, wow.
Bar what Jared Haynes re-signing doesn't equate to that. So these get-out clauses are rubbish.
So not only the 12 blokes that got the axe, if Ricky does leave, then it could be more. Could be a completely new roster come next season, which would be unprecedented, I believe.
It'd be different. We'll see how it goes. I think they should be. Ricky should go to Canberra. Jason Taylor should go to Parramatta, and everything should actually be going up from there.
Yeah,
the fact is,
hopefully.
Parramatta can't get any worse. Definitely not Tim Manners' fault. Sticking with that.
Yep.
Also in the news, Shrek, the Ogre, Mark O'Mealy, one of my favourite ever front rowers. Gone. He's
finishing up.
Yeah, he's decided to retire. He's been over applying his trade in the English Super League, doing quite well. And obviously the people over at Deep Heat are now fuming that their stocks are going to go down without the prop running into his melon before a game. So Mark O'Mealy, thanks for the memories, like being stapled in your face on the sideline.
Love it.
Do you remember that?
Back in the good days.
Remember that in Origin?
Yeah.
Looks like you need a bit. Get out there and give us a couple of hit-ups.
Not the only one. No. Definitely the most memorable for sure.
Do you remember Mick DeVere's or the staple broke on his head?
Yeah, that's the one I remember the most is Mick DeVere. Just like, what? Classic.
How filthy would you be? Got to get back in the defensive line. Hold still. Have you been drinking? A couple.
It's Origin, mate.
And on that note, we'll get to our first topic. Who's shithouse and who's shit hot? Dan.
Shithouse, straight away, off the bat, Raiders again. I know I'm wearing the jersey this week because you do support your team through thick and thin.
That's true.
But 50-14 at Warriors, like, their attack's better than that, and their defence is definitely better than that, and just what's happening?
Turmoil in our nation's capital.
Massive turmoil, and we were a top 8 side all season. It was supposed to be the good season.
Yep.
We were supposed to maybe even make the second, third round of the finals, but no, not even this. It's just disappointing, and it's shithouse. That's what it is.
Fair enough.
But shit hot. Well, I mentioned that Parramatta Dragons game earlier.
Yeah.
Footy double in the first half.
Double.
The first try as well leapt above the defence to catch the bomb, and dive over the try line. Best football I've seen this season. No, that's a bit rich, but still, it was shit on. It was good.
I'm pretty positive that's the first double he's got since his double whopper after.
Well, and he avoids the nutty run well and truly this season.
Oh yeah,
because it's his first try was 10 minutes in, and
I reckon because he's been able to miss the nutty run, because he scored 2 in the one game, he should be able to chase the guys who have to do it with a wet towel. Don't make me run. What a joke.
Mate, what about you, shithouse?
Shithouse has to be the Dragons. Look, obviously they've had a bit of a Wayne Bennett hangover, but I don't blame any of it on Steve Price or even some of the players. I really believe it's their recruitment problem, and also the idea that once Wayne Bennett left, we're gonna no. It's their own problem for not really trying to move forward. Like, they kept a hold of blokes like Matt Cooper thinking that it was going to be a good idea. Yeah. They had Mark Gasnier, who was for one year on a heavily back-ended contract. Once he retires, that back-ended contract still counts towards the salary cap. Yeah. So that was costing him. Yeah. Jamie Soward, they couldn't find someone to motivate him, so he started performing poorly. Yeah. Paul Brett Morris and JC Nightingale are stuck at the back going, what are we doing with these clowns?
Yeah, big time.
Mick Wayman hasn't been the same bloke since he left Canberra. I mean, it's just been rubbish. So, Dragons, you know, pull your head in. You got to get more Steelers about you.
Big time. Big time.
Exactly.
Less than George, more Wollongong.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Shit hot, who's good?
Shit hot has to be Kiwi number 9 and South number 9, Isaac Luke.
He's killing it lately.
Oh, powerhouse performances. He's really got a new maturity under Mike Maguire. Last year, he ended up benching him for Nathan Peets, and it proved dividends at the end of last year. This year, I don't think he's played a bad game.
Yeah. No, that's it. And Nathan Peets, you can tell now because he's only getting 10 minutes on the park, if he's even on the bench.
If he's even getting that. Yeah. Even the other night when the Tigers were blowing away South in the early parts, Isaac Luke turned that game around. Yep. And obviously, you know, afterwards, South become a better team. But wasn't for Isaac Luke's performance in the first half, might have been a different story. So Isaac Luke, shit hot, and he probably is going to be looking into good form going into the World
Roosters.
Cup. Going to the World Cup,
but Roosters this weekend, final clash of the season. And I think it's for... No, it's not for...
It is for the minor premiership.
It is for the minor premiership.
Yeah.
Winner takes it all. Yeah.
We'll talk a bit more about that later.
Yep.
Because now is a time when we think back to VCRs and so on, and Betamaxes in reminiscing.
Not so much Betamax.
We'll have to really think about Betamax. Do you remember what, Dan? You remember what Jeff Dubey used to look like?
Yeah, big flowing locks, mate. Like it was still a nugget like he is now, but
he wasn't so much of a nugget. He was a wispy, young, blonde-haired Northern Beaches surfer kid.
Yeah.
Good-looking young chap.
70 kilos ringing wet.
Have a look at him on this picture. I mean, look at that. The ladies are loving it.
What happened?
I mean,
well, it is like a scar over his brow, maybe a little tattoo, and you could, you know, just...
Well, Gordon Tallis said it best, is we wish he had a time machine to go back to when they were about to sign Tuvey and go, Manly, look at what you've done to this man! I mean, look how he's turned out. Listen to his voice as well. Poor Tubes. But we'd like to thank him for being one of the angriest men ever on the field, and thankfully the angriest man off it.
Yeah.
We love him.
He's the smallest man, but after a Manly loss when they played like shit, you can see the biggest man in the room like...
I think they've doubled...
Imagine Georgie Rose wouldn't even fit behind you, he'd be trying.
I think they've double reinforced the coach's box to Clifford. There's a penalty on the fifth tackle. Oh, he's actually clawing at it. I didn't even want to sign this dickhead. I love it. So Jeff Tuvey, thank you for all the memories, the young and the horrendously fantastic. Alrighty, and have we got a hot topic this week? There's no name.
No, I think we've covered it just in general.
Yeah,
awesomeness.
Yeah, awesome. The hot topic for this week, we're awesome.
Yeah. Enough said.
You knew it already. Time for the hot tips. Dan, who got for us this week?
Big clash, South Roosters, minor premiership.
Massive clash.
Massive thing, and we got a tip on it. It's going to be the biggest one of the round.
Yep.
South, big turnaround last week, so showed some poor, but it's 80 minutes. It's an 80-minute game, and if the likes of the Tigers can put 16 on you, then, well, you know, what are you made of? Roosters coming off a loss against the Titans. Titans played really well, out of their skins. Roosters going to play bad, but you're still getting beat by team that's coming ninth at the moment. Might make the top 8 sort of thing.
Just a quick note on that. James Maloney getting a word to by the NRL for taking Blake's boots off and throwing it into the crowd.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Did he take the boot off, or did he find the boot?
No, he takes it off in the tackle of the wrestle, and then runs back and flings it into the ground.
So good.
And it's great because the players don't want to lose their defensive point, so they get back into the line on one boot.
What are you going to do? Socky socks, the worst.
But rubbish. Yeah.
Well, on that note, due to that beautiful form from James Maloney, I'd say Roosters have to win. Because you can't split them otherwise, really. Look,
you're Roosters to win on this one for your big hot tip.
Yeah.
Alright, I like that game as well. I like to talk about it. South versus the Roosters. Adam Reynolds versus Mitchell Pearce. This is the real deal for who
the
gets
origin. Well, Reynolds is going to get an
who's our saviour and who's going to be kicked to the can? Mitchell Pearce anyway.
Yeah.
So look, Maloney and Pearce are playing well. Jennings is playing well. Sonny Bill looks like he's going to be ruled out.
He
with the
might
virus.
be, but then Greg Inglis might be. He's
He
week
might
to
be
week as
rested
well.
So I'm saying South are going to take this one just because the Roosters have lost 2 straight. Momentum. Whoever says momentum's a thing going to the finals is just rubbish.
Yeah.
I really think that South is going to win this one 13 plus. Now, don't go big overs on this. I'm talking like a 14, 16 point.
13-0.
15 nil. Adam Reynolds kicks a penalty goal. Do rub salt in the wounds. Nah, it should be a good game though, so everyone stay tuned. In fact, while we're talking, Brisbane are playing the Bulldogs in another 20 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah. Thursday night football. Rubbish! Get rid of it for next year.
Is it really? Are they really playing?
They're really playing
Tonight? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's crap.
Yeah.
The fact that we don't know that
Oh, I knew.
means you probably don't know that. You didn't know nothing. You know.
That's
nothing.
why I
You know
mentioned
nothing, Sean Buchanan.
this guy.
This guy.
Anyway, that's the end of another wonderful episode.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Let your liking do the talking.
Yeah, I'm out of beer, so that's not a thing either.
Yeah. We'll just thumbs up to like.
Yeah.
This show is brought to you by the eBay seller Phillips79. All footage you see on this show, thanks to his wonderful library. I've got so many of those games, I'm still struggling to catch up with them all. Old ones like back from the late 70s. How good's that? All the way up to last year and even games from this year. So have a chat to him, he can get you some good stuff.
Big time, and don't forget again, we said like our Facebook page. We'll do it again because we're pandering and like it. And go to www.talkingfooty.com. It'll be the last tipping round. So, good luck to all those tipsters that are vying for the top position there.
And all the
big
Supercoach
prizes.
people too.
All the Supercoach people. I'm about to win the Plebs League down the bottom, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Are you below me?
Well, I don't know, I was in the bottom 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm playing Sim up the coast to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Winner of the shit blokes. I was going to say something else, but that's alright. We're a family friendly show on the internet. What is this?
We're one of the most watched non-pornographic videos available. Right after Stupid Kittens playing with cotton.
Alright, now watch for the extras.
Yeah.
And on that note, see you later. Cheers, guys. And that's the end of that chapter.